Hi. I want to do something slightly different since this is like the afternoon lull and everybody might be in danger of falling asleep. Got something special prepared for you. But first, introduction. I'm KristofVanTomme. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Pronovix. We're a Drupal consultancy that specializes in developer portals. So we've been doing a lot of research lately about what kind of documentation should be in a developer portal, how should we structure it, and we're building an open source product for it. If that's your kind of thing, then make sure to sign up. We just share a lot of content. But do you know what this is? Have you heard of this? Yes. So, what is this? This is, to understand how you do this, you have to know that sound is not a single frequency. It's always like a distribution. Like you have some with lower and you have some with a higher frequency depending on how, like what is resonating where in your body. And you can, by changing your voice, you can change the boundaries and change the tone that you get. So you can get really high tones and very low tones just by giving the same frequency. And that brings me to, sorry, to time, because sound without time becomes meaningless, because sound is a frequency, and frequency is expressed in time. It's a function of time. And the thing is that, like in business today, we treat time as our enemy. We're always like fighting, and we're trying to get more done, and we're like hurrying, and so on and so on. But if you really think about it, everything becomes meaningless if you take away time. And like time should not be our enemy; it should be our friend. And it is essential because it's not just tyrannical. Okay. I'm getting there just a moment. Because rhythm is everywhere. Like you have rhythm in nature, like the seasons, the years, the days, circadian rhythm. Like your body has a rhythm. Culture has its own rhythms, like business hours and so on and so on. And if you take away rhythm, people become dysfunctional. If you don't sleep, if your circadian rhythm fails, it's a disaster. And I think the same counts also for teams. Now, have you ever wondered what FM stands for in radios? You know what it stands for? Yes, frequency modulation. Now, what does that mean? It's basically you're taking a base frequency, and on top of that, you're doing modulations. And because of that, it becomes more stable. You get less noise. So your signal becomes easier to filter out the noise. So you can use rhythm to suppress noise. It's kind of interesting. And tempo is everywhere. I think if you feel here right now, do you feel a change in the tempo of the room? Like I was a little bit hurried. I was trying to get on stage quickly because we only have 5 minutes. But we're still in. The tempo can go faster, slower. Like try to once pay attention when you're sitting in the tube and a bunch of people come in. Like if the tempo changes, and if you start paying attention to that, you can actually start finding tempo everywhere around you. And if you're really good with it, you can actually use it to control groups. I have a hunch that good teachers and good presenters can actually manipulate tempo to change how a group is moving and to change the tempo of the group and to do it in such a way that it stays just interesting because the tempo is always changing just a little bit. So another thing that's related to this, do you know what this is? Yes, Muhammad Ali. He had this thing, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, which was basically a very deliberate technique to bring people completely out of their balance by using tempo against them. Because what he did was he started moving faster than other people were moving. And then he would use very decided interactions to get them out of their balance. And I think that Agile is like that. That's Agile, basically, what you're trying to do is to get onto a higher rhythm so that you can better see what's going on and then use that to better make decisions in a shorter periods than other people are doing or other organizations are doing. And so you can influence other people much better and actually bring them out of their balance, just like Muhammad Ali was doing. Now, I think that Agile is almost like setting a carrier rhythm, just like FM. So what you're doing is like you put in a certain cadence in your team, and there's a stable rhythm that goes on and on and on and on. And it helps you when you get out of balance, you get back on the rhythm. You get out of balance, you get back on the rhythm. And it keeps you coming back and makes it easier to not get kicked out of the game and not waste as much time. I think actually that's what you're doing when you're doing Agile. The interesting thing now, here it comes. So, yeah, I think I mixed my slides, that's why. So why the throat singing? What I just did, this the Karhira style, is you have the false vocal cords that are sitting around your vocal cords, and they're resonating together with your vocal cords at a lower frequency. I think that Agile can be doing that to your organization. So basically you have this steady rhythm of daily or weekly or whatever it is, releases. And this rhythm, like the whole organization can't catch up with that. It can't possibly do weekly sprints, it can't follow that. But it will resonate with it, and it will give your organization stability through a rhythm, just like FM does. So that's why I think Agile is an interesting thing to look at. That's it. Thanks.